Hey, welcome back. Today, we're diving into something your body will thank you for. How to get rid of brain fog in just 3 simple steps. Have you ever felt like your mind was in a fog? You know, when you're trying to focus, but it feels like you're moving through mental molasses? Brain fog can be frustrating, but don't worry. We'll walk through how to clear it up with a few straightforward changes. Now, let's start by understanding what brain fog actually is. You might be familiar with the term, but do you know what happens inside your body when your mind feels cloudy? Brain fog is not a medical condition on its own, but rather a symptom of something else, often caused by stress, poor sleep, diet, or dehydration. Essentially, it's the feeling of mental fatigue that affects your ability to focus, remember things, and even feel motivated. Your brain is a highly complex organ, and just like any other part of your body, it needs the right fuel to function well. Brain fog is your body's way of signaling that something is off, whether that's due to nutrient imbalances, lack of rest, or dehydration. When your brain doesn't get the proper energy or sleep, it becomes harder to think clearly. The result? Poor concentration, difficulty recalling information, and that overall sense of mental fogginess. Now, here's a common myth. Many people believe brain fog is just something we have to live with, especially as we get older. While it's true that some cognitive slowing is natural as we age, brain fog is often linked to lifestyle factors that can be addressed. So don't think of it as an unavoidable part of life. With a few simple steps, you can eliminate it from your day-to-day experience. So what can we do about it? In this video, I'll share 3 key steps you can take to reduce brain fog and get your mental clarity back. Now that we understand what brain fog is, let's talk about the first step to combat it. Nutrition. Your brain, like the rest of your body, needs specific nutrients to function properly. If you don't provide it with the right fuel, it's no wonder that your focus, memory, and mental clarity can suffer. First off, let's talk about glucose. Your brain uses glucose as its primary source of energy. However, not all glucose is created equal. The kind you get from processed sugars and refined carbohydrates can lead to energy crashes, contributing to that feeling of sluggishness and confusion. Instead, aim for a steady supply of glucose from whole grains, fruits, and vegetables. These provide complex carbs that break down slowly, offering sustained energy for your brain. Another key player is omega-3 fatty acids. These healthy fats are essential for brain health and cognitive function. Omega-3s are found in fatty fish like salmon, walnuts, and flax seeds. Research shows that omega-3s help maintain healthy brain cells and can even improve memory and cognitive performance. So adding a serving or 2 of these foods to your diet every week can have a big impact. Next, we've got B vitamins, particularly B12 and folate. These vitamins play an important role in maintaining nerve function and keeping your brain sharp. Low levels of B vitamins have been linked to memory problems and fatigue. So it's crucial to ensure you're getting enough from your diet. Foods like leafy greens, beans, eggs, and fortified cereals are great sources of B vitamins. A common misconception here is that simply eating brain food like fish or leafy greens will instantly make you feel sharper. In reality, nutrition is a long-term game. The key is consistency. By incorporating these brain-boosting foods into your diet regularly, you'll gradually notice improvements in your mental clarity. A practical tip: try adding a handful of walnuts to your breakfast or snack time. They're rich in omega-3s, which are perfect for improving brain function throughout the day. Or for lunch, opt for a leafy green salad with some beans and a drizzle of olive oil. These small changes can help nourish your brain and fight off the fog. By focusing on nutrient-dense, brain-boosting foods, you're giving your mind the fuel it needs to operate at its best. Remember, your brain is hungry for the right nutrients, so feed it well, and it will perform well. All right, now that we've talked about fueling your brain with the right nutrients, let's move on to the second key step in clearing brain fog: hydration. It's easy to overlook hydration, but your brain is actually about 75% water, and it needs a steady supply of fluids to function optimally. Dehydration can directly impact your cognitive abilities, causing confusion, difficulty focusing, and that all too familiar feeling of mental fogginess. You might not realize it, but even mild dehydration can affect your brain function. When you're dehydrated, your brain cells shrink, and your overall brain volume decreases, which can impair memory, focus, and reaction times. You may find it harder to concentrate or recall information. So if you're feeling foggy, one of the first things to check is your hydration levels. The most important thing to remember is that hydration isn't just about drinking water. While water is essential, your body also needs electrolytes to properly regulate fluid balance. Sodium, potassium, and magnesium play a critical role in this process, helping your body absorb and retain water. If you're just drinking water without replenishing these electrolytes, you might still feel sluggish or mentally drained. A common misconception here is that you need to drink a huge amount of water at once to stay hydrated. In reality, it's better to drink water consistently throughout the day, rather than in one or two large gulps. This keeps your body well hydrated and your brain clear. Here's a practical way to apply this. Start your morning with a glass of water and consider adding a pinch of sea salt or a splash of electrolyte-rich beverage like coconut water or a homemade electrolyte drink to kickstart hydration. Keep a water bottle with you throughout the day and aim to drink at least 8 cups of water. If you're active or live in a hot climate, you might need more, so listen to your body's cues. Another important tip is to balance water intake with foods that contain water and electrolytes. Fruits like watermelon, cucumbers, and oranges can help hydrate your body while giving you a boost of essential nutrients. This combination of water and electrolytes will help keep your brain functioning at its best and keep the fog away. Staying hydrated isn't just about drinking water. It's about maintaining that balance of fluids and electrolytes to ensure your brain stays sharp. By focusing on hydration, you'll notice clearer thinking, improved focus, and fewer moments of mental fatigue. Now that we've covered nutrition and hydration, let's dive into the third and final step to eliminating brain fog: sleep. You've probably heard the saying, sleep is your body's reset button. And for good reason. Sleep plays a critical role in maintaining brain health and mental clarity. When you don't get enough sleep, your brain doesn't have the time it needs to clear out toxins, consolidate memories, and restore energy, all of which are essential for cognitive function. Brain fog can often be linked to poor or insufficient sleep. During sleep, your brain enters a state of deep rest where it gets rid of metabolic waste products, including beta-amyloid plaques, which are associated with cognitive decline. If you're not getting quality sleep, your brain's detox process is compromised, leading to sluggishness, difficulty concentrating, and of course, brain fog. In fact, research has shown that just one night of poor sleep can significantly impair memory and cognitive performance the next day. The key to clearing brain fog lies in getting enough restorative sleep. For most adults, 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep per night is ideal. It's not just about the amount of sleep you get, though. The quality of your sleep matters too. Interrupted or shallow sleep doesn't allow your brain to enter the deeper stages necessary for recovery. So, if you're waking up feeling tired or foggy, it could be a sign that your sleep isn't as restorative as it needs to be. Here's a surprising twist. Many people assume that they can catch up on sleep over the weekend after a busy week. While it's true that extra sleep can help, it's not a perfect solution. Chronic sleep deprivation accumulates, and your brain doesn't get the same benefits from sleeping longer in one stretch as it does from consistent, quality sleep. The best approach is to aim for regular sleep patterns and prioritize restful sleep every night. Let's apply this to your routine. To get better sleep, focus on creating a calming bedtime routine. Start winding down an hour before sleep by turning off bright lights and screens. Engage in relaxing activities like reading a book, practicing deep breathing, or meditating. Try to set a consistent bedtime and wake-up time, even on weekends, to regulate your body's natural sleep cycle. Avoid caffeine or heavy meals close to bedtime, as they can interfere with your ability to fall asleep. Sleep is the final piece of the puzzle. When you prioritize sleep, you're giving your brain the rest it needs to function properly, helping to clear the fog, improve focus, and enhance overall mental clarity. Now that we've broken down the 3 steps to banishing brain fog, nutrition, hydration, and sleep, let's talk about how to combine all these elements into a daily routine that keeps your brain sharp and clear. The key to lasting mental clarity is consistency. By making these small, sustainable changes to your lifestyle, you can combat brain fog and feel more focused, productive, and energized throughout the day. To put it all together, start your day by prioritizing hydration. Begin with a glass of water as soon as you wake up, ideally with a pinch of sea salt or an electrolyte drink to help balance your fluids. Hydration isn't just about drinking water. It's also about replenishing electrolytes like sodium, magnesium, and potassium, which are essential for muscle and brain function. A smoothie made with potassium-rich ingredients like bananas and spinach is a great way to kickstart your day with both hydration and nutrients. For breakfast, include foods rich in magnesium, omega-3 fatty acids, and B vitamins. A meal with whole grains, leafy greens, nuts, and seeds will give your brain the energy it needs to function optimally. You could try oatmeal, topped with almonds and berries, or a whole grain toast with avocado and a sprinkle of chia seeds. These foods fuel your brain with slow-releasing energy, keeping you sharp and focused for hours. Next, let's talk about maintaining your hydration levels throughout the day. It's important to drink water consistently, not just when you're thirsty. Keep a water bottle with you and sip throughout the day. If you're active or living in a warm climate, make sure to drink more water and replenish your electrolytes after exercise or during hot weather. As for sleep, it's essential to establish a bedtime routine that promotes relaxation. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep each night, as this is the optimal range for cognitive function and overall well-being. Keep your bedroom dark, quiet, and cool, and avoid electronic screens an hour before bed to help your body wind down. A good night's sleep will help your brain repair itself and prepare you for a more focused day ahead. The last piece of the puzzle is consistency. The more consistent you are with these habits, the more noticeable the improvements will be. Don't worry if you can't perfect everything all at once. Start small, focusing on one habit at a time, and gradually build from there. Even small changes in your routine can make a huge difference in how you feel throughout the day. Here's a final thought. Remember, it's not about perfection, it's about progress. Brain fog doesn't have to be a permanent part of your life. By fueling your body with the right nutrients, staying hydrated, and getting enough sleep, you can give your brain the support it needs to function at its best. Stick with it, and over time, you'll notice that your mind is clearer, sharper, and more focused. Thanks for spending this time with me. Stay healthy, stay curious, and I'll see you next time